and you know start episode 2 of the Minimal Podcast. um you know Hello everyone, obviously. Welcome. And today I'll be talking about Twitch, not by one specific part, but I mean in general, of like things that have been going on recently. you know um and what else was it? Oh yeah. So before I start talking about the issues that Twitch has, I'm going to be talking about, first give you like a recap of who Twitch is, the company and stuff. Just like a little small details about how they started. And yeah. So to start off, if you didn't know, the person that created Twitch is called Justin Khan. Uh Twitch actually wasn't, the name at the start. It actually wasn't Twitch. It was uh it was Justin TV. So instead of Twitch TV, it was Justin TV. And the reason why he made the website was because he wanted to create a site where he could live stream like his live, because he wasn't he wasn't like a big businessman. I think he was doing a project at the time, so he wanted to stream it. And you know so he created Justin TV so people could actually see what he was doing. But fun fact, when Justin TV first started, it actually wasn't like how Twitch is right now, where you could create an account and then start streaming yourself. When Justin TV first came out, it was actually only Justin that could stream. Everybody else was just a viewer watching his stream. And then at around 2007, he started, he actually created Twitch, and then allowed people to also stream in his website. And then around 2014 was around when Twitch first blew up because of a clip that surfaced up on YouTube. And then at that same year, Amazon bought Twitch for $970 million. And then finally, in 2016, was when they added Twitch Prime and they added bits into the ecosystem of Twitch. So people can now give money to their favorite streamers pretty much for free if they wanted to. And then now we're gonna be talking about issues that Twitch has. So Twitch is a great platform for streaming. Creating a great community as well. But obviously, just like YouTube, Mixer, and every other Instagram, every other platform out there, nothing is perfect. So Twitch has issues that make the experience usually worse, in my opinion. And in like it will eventually lead to the fall of Twitch. That's what I believe, at least. So pretty much, Twitch has an algorithm that tries to recommend you streamers and content that you would like. But the issue about that is that Twitch isn't great at doing that. So you see, obviously, especially in the web and then on the mobile version, that the first thing you see are streamers that are live right now. And then they give you different categories, different different sections of streaming. So it could be IRL, it could be a specific game, it could be just chatting, it could be podcasting like this, it could be anything, right? But the issue is that they're not great at it. They just take what you like, right? And then just throw you any random streamer that's in that category as well. Not by, the like what you actually like looking at. So like they could take your streamers, right, that you watch, and then give you styles that are similar to that. But they don't. What they do is that they just throw you any random streamer in that category, usually the ones that are popular first, and then their own streaming platforms, because since Twitch is owned by Amazon. Amazon has Prime Sports, Prime other things as well on Twitch, and that will usually be the first thing that comes up. Obviously, always it's gonna be the bigger streamers, and then after that, it will be the smaller streamers. But the issue with that is that if there are many bigger streamers streaming at that same moment that you're watching, the bigger streamers are going to be appearing first, and then the smaller streamers, and then, the one viewer to two viewers if you look deep enough. But if you're just here, right, just to watch anything that appears first, it will most likely be the bigger, most popular streamers on the platform. So, that's obviously a major issue. Not like it's not super big, but to the smaller streamers, it is a very big issue. So you'll get discovered less unless the person is, like the viewer is obviously searching, for something different. But if you're just, here just to watch something, it will most likely be a person that has like 120K viewers, 100, 200, 300, 400 viewers, and then, the rest are just, if it appears, you're lucky. But if it doesn't, then, maybe try next time. So that's one of the major issues, which is searchability. So when it comes to live streaming, at least for the streamers that are live right now, yeah, that'll be benefiting for them. But what happens when they're offline? Literally nothing. So you know that Twitch has their clips or highlights as well. You would think that they would use that to their advantage, and create a section where people could just drop by in that section, check different clips that people have from their streams, and see if they like the style of the stream without needing to actually be there live to see if they like that streamer or not. They could just watch a clip, watch a highlight, see what their funniest moments are, and then if the viewer likes that, he could give it a follow, and then next time that he's live, he, enter the stream and then be like, yo, what's up? Those types of things. But Twitch doesn't have that. Literally, if you go to Twitch's website right now, they have, streamers, live channels, smaller communities, which, is good. That I do give them props for. They have a recommended smaller community section. They have just chatting, music channels, and then they have clips all the way at the bottom. But the issue with that is that it's not, what's it called? It's not that it's like from random streamers that you don't know. All the clips are from streamers that you do know or that you follow at least. And because of that, you'll only get to know better the streamers obviously that you're watching, which is good. But the issue with that is that you won't be able to get to know other people. So that's a major issue, and I feel like they should fix that and have a clips or highlight section for other streamers instead of just your own. Because like it will help out a lot in my opinion. It will be kind of like Instagram, because you're obviously looking at a couple of second videos, which is usually 30 seconds or less. So it will be very similar to at least the Instagram style, where you can give it a like as well. I'm pretty sure you can give likes to clips. It'll appear the views and etc etc. So that could be a good idea in my opinion. But it's whatever what Twitch does. In my opinion, at least, if they don't integrate something like that, something that YouTube has, which is videos, especially YouTube, because YouTube has pretty much everything that every other social media has. YouTube has videos, short stories, Instagram stories as well. They have streams. They have, like, they pretty much have everything. They have monetization in live streams as well. They have like donations and stuff. It's it's pretty insane how they have so many things and a lot of people still use it, which is why like people are saying that unless if something major happens, YouTube is still going to be here for maybe another decade or two or even three. You never know. Like that's the reason why, in my opinion, Twitch is going to fall eventually, just like Mixer did. Mixer was it was owned by Microsoft, and like you saw that Ninja moved there because Mixer tried to buy Ninja for like, I think it was like $3 million or something like that. And then he got super lucky because, Mixer closed about a month or two later after Ninja joined. And then he just left with $2 million or 3 million, I think it was. And he's still like, now I'm pretty sure he's back on Twitch or back on YouTube. I don't remember. But he pretty much is a rich man for just sticking on with like a smaller platform, watch it die, and then like cash out pretty much, because supposedly it was supposed to be for like 5 years. So he would have gotten the $3 million in total, but it would be split between 5 years if I'm correct. And then he would stay on Mixer for 5 years, and then after that contract ends, he could go back onto Twitch, YouTube, etc. But it was less than a year that he stood there, and then now he was back in Twitch, I think it was, for a little bit. And then you saw what happened as well with Ninja's channel when he first went to Mixer. That supposedly, right? It's not even supposedly. It's a fact that Twitch had a literal porn channel in the smack dab middle of Ninja's channel, because even though for some reason, right, since they knew that Ninja wasn't on Twitch anymore, for the people that would look onto Ninja's Twitch, it would just be a page where it would be other recommended streamers, right? And then literally smack dab in the middle, there was literally a porn live stream going on for like a good 10 to 20 minutes, I think it was, until everybody started tweeting to Twitch that there was a porn channel there, and then they finally removed it. And Twitch didn't even say sorry about it. It was Ninja, even though it wasn't his fault. It was Twitch's fault for having a porn channel live on his page, even though they're not supposed to technically do that. So, that's, in my opinion, when like, that's another thing. Twitch isn't good at, getting criticism. So you've seen what happened with a council thing that they had as well a couple months ago. Let me check it out. Yeah, Twitch Safety Advisory Council. This was supposed to be, obviously, it says it in the name, for safety, right? It was made in May 14th of this year. And literally like 2 days later, one of the one of the members in that council, which is a streamer as well, they got flamed because their focus is on mainly marginalized gamers. And I don't know if Twitch didn't check the background behind that person or their history, but they said a lot of like really controversial things. So one thing that they said was like that all gamers are just white supremacists, even though technically that person is a gamer as well. So I really don't understand why they would say that that gamers are white supremacists. So like, it makes no sense at all. And then they also said that voice chat shouldn't exist, which, debating, it's debatable. In some games, voice chat is not great, especially like when it comes to competitive games. Sometimes it's not good, but obviously in those types of games you need communication. You need to talk with your team. And if it's a game like Valorant, you would say going A or going B, placing a trap here or over there, and you would need voice chat for that, or at least text chat. But after this person said this on Twitter, somebody said that they need voice chat because they're dyslexic, so they obviously can't use text chat. And that person literally just insulted them, like, by saying to like, get your dyslexic ass out of my mentions. Like, that's I'm pretty sure that's literally 95% sure that's what she said, because I was watching a video about what this person was doing. And like, why would Twitch put someone like that in a safety council? Somebody that, is really offensive towards other people, and is obviously really, like has really messed up opinions, in my opinion at least, in a safety council. It makes absolutely no sense. And then you saw as well as, like, around summer, the whole DMCA thing that was going on. And as well, I'm pretty sure during the start of the year, DMCAs, they were getting DMCAs like 24/7. And Twitch could have avoided this so long ago, just like YouTube did with their DMCA issues, that they tried to get rid of that right off the bat and get it right. Twitch just swept it under the rug, did not care until something major happened, aka this year. So, a lot of companies were seeing how Twitch was getting bigger in size and how much it was earning money. So everybody that's part of that DMCA thing came in and were saying, hey, this person's using my music. This person's using my music. This other streamer is playing this music that's copyrighted 24/7. What's the issue? Like, I mean, like, fix this. And Twitch just pretty much swept it on the rug. They didn't care. Like, and like obviously they were sending emails to people saying, hey, you have copyrighted music in your streams, like, as well as in your VODs. But they can't do much about it, because as well in their emails they didn't specify usually which clips, which VODs, which highlights had that copyrighted music. You would have to manually search through every single clip, every single highlight that had copyright music, and check if it did. Because obviously when you look through clips and stuff, it would usually say this part is muted because it has copyrighted music. But Twitch wouldn't say which videos are getting DMCA'd for. And obviously that caused a major issue. And I'm pretty sure as well, like, during the summer, if I'm correct, they gave streamers like 2 days to check which clips they had that are DMCA, that have DMCA issues on them, or that need to be removed off the platform. But usually, right, especially for the streamers that have been streaming for a long while and that have a lot of clips, who has the time to do 2 days to remove all those clips, especially like the huge streamers that a bunch of people are clipping their stuff? How are they supposed to do all of that in 2 days? And about like 2 weeks later, they did acknowledge that 2 days wasn't enough. But it's like, still 2 days is just too little to fix an issue that's theirs, not the streamers. It's theirs. Because like, they could have avoided this a long while ago, just like YouTube did with their own DMCA's. As I think it was like about a year or two into their whole career. And they don't have any issues with that. You haven't seen anything like that compared to what Twitch has. That Twitch has been here for a long while, but they haven't done anything about it. They're trying to do things, but they could have avoided this so long ago if they just accepted the issue, fixed it, and didn't have to deal with it anymore. They preferred to just wait until something happened. So it makes no sense. I really don't understand. But as well, something else that I feel like Twitch could fix, it's back over to the searchability issue. That especially when it comes to clips, I feel like they should have something that YouTube has as well, where obviously they should have their streamers first that are live, maybe like 1 or 2 tabs of people that are streaming, and then have clips right under. Because this is this isn't from what I know. This is at least from my research and from what Microsoft says, that recently now, especially now, the average attention span of a human, it went from around like 30 seconds to around 8 in 2017, because like I haven't found more recent research from this, but it's 8 seconds. You can't like, and if you take 8 seconds to try and find content that somebody would watch, like eventually people will just like check what the streamers are. They're probably not even gonna click on them because of the ads as well that you had to watch, that are usually like 15, 20, 30 seconds long. And then you can watch what the streamer's doing, which like, it's terrible in my opinion. And in those 8 seconds, they could click on a streamer, watch and like potentially watch the ad, and then like literally spend like 5 to 10 seconds on that streamer's channel, and then be like, yeah, this is not this, like I'm bored, and then just leave the platform, which is bad for them because they lose a new viewer, they lose the opportunity to gain money by donations and stuff, you know. And the streamer also loses because they won't be like, they potentially lost a new follower because of like how really bad the searchability is on Twitch. And you know, the starting ads, I'm pretty sure that Twitch actually is going to make that a requirement to have like ads throughout their channel that the streamer cannot turn off, which it makes no sense. Like, why would you do that? You know, I understand with YouTube or Instagram or Twitter, because those are videos, not streams. YouTube has their videos, and the streamer, I mean not the streamer, the content creator could put where the ads are supposed to go in at what, like at any section that they want. So they could put it at the start, they could put it at the middle, they could put it at the end, and then they could put how many times they want it, or which areas, or even if they want to turn it off completely because they like that video could be you know, it could be sponsored, so they wouldn't necessarily need the ad revenue. So as well with Instagram just, you know, since it's images or videos, while you're scrolling down you see an occasional ad, but you can just keep scrolling and, you know, ignore the ad completely. Twitter, for their videos, it usually has an ad at the start, but you can skip the ad. You can't skip the ad on Twitch. You have to watch the entire 30 seconds of the ad, and you can't skip it at all, which is terrible. And even Facebook now has a streaming platform. I'm pretty sure it's called Facebook Gaming. And their platform, in my opinion, it's relatively better than Twitch. And as well with like normal Facebook, you know, it's similar to Instagram. You just scroll, you occasionally see an ad, but you can just scroll by. You don't have to look at it. You can click on it if you want to know more, like if you're intrigued, but you don't have to watch the entire 30 seconds or 5, 10, 15 seconds of an ad. Like, you're not forced to watch it. You could just watch it if you want to. But with Twitch, you're forced to watch 30-second ads at the start, and like that really just isn't good, for especially for obviously them. Like, they may earn money, but it's not a lot, especially since Twitch, especially with their ads, they just put any random ad at the start. They don't put personalized ads. So you see with YouTube that usually when you watch an ad, it's usually something that maybe they know that you have, you know, that you're kind of interested in, or you want to know more about. So let's say, for example, you're talking about wanting a product, and then that same product appears on a video. You know, there's a higher chance of you clicking on that ad to see if, you know, maybe there's a special going on, or to buy the actual, you know, item. But with Twitch, it's just any random ad that they want. So You like it could be something completely unrelated to what you would like. So let's say for example you like, I don't know, music. It could be like, and like your genre is, let's say for example, hip hop or pop. They would give you a ad that is completely unrelated. So let's say for example, so you listen to hip hop, they would give you a pop ad or a rock ad, something that you like wouldn't even click on at all. But it's Twitch, and Twitch doesn't really care. Which is why, in my opinion, right, if Mixer was bigger than Twitch, I feel like Mixer would do a better job at doing things right than Twitch would. Because if you see the people on Mixer, at least, it's completely different almost. Even though it's the same premise of live streaming, but compared to here, that you see so many streamers that have one viewer, two viewers, maybe three, or none at all. In Mixer, at least, since it's a smaller platform and there's a more, like a smaller amount of streamers, the chances of you being recognized are higher, but the chances of you being massive are lower because there's less people on that platform compared to Twitch, where there are millions of people like every day being like looking on the streams, checking out streamers, hanging out with them, compared to maybe the couple hundred that Mixer had. But now Mixer's closed and you can't technically take that chance. But there are other platforms that you could use. There's right now there's Facebook Gaming, but we really don't talk that much about it. There's I think it's called Caffeine. It's more of a mobile app, but I'm pretty sure they have a web page. And instead of it, I'm pretty sure it's not Caffeine. There's another one, right? But in Caffeine, there's more integrations with the streamer and the viewer. Like you can actually interact with what the streamer is doing. Usually, at least that's what I've seen before. And since it's a smaller platform as well, there's usually more people that are on a stream. So instead of there being one viewer like on Twitch, there could be 10 on one stream than that one person watching on Twitch. Which, in my opinion, if you really, let's say for example, right, if you really want to have a community, but you don't want that community like to be like, not that you don't want, but you don't care if you have like 10 million, well, not 10 million, 10K or 200K like viewers at least on your stream, I would recommend going to a smaller platform. And I have thought about it before as well. Back when Mixer was still alive, I was actually thinking about moving over to Mixer, but then they obviously were saying how Mixer was gonna close, so I decided not to. But if Mixer was still alive right now, I would probably be on Mixer right now, because Mixer, I feel like, is a better opportunity to actually be recognized and be known compared to Twitch, where Twitch is you competing with probably millions of other streamers. So there usually have to be a reason for a viewer to watch your specific stream, especially when you're smaller. There has to be a reason. Or let's say for example you come from YouTube originally, like most of your content is from YouTube, so usually it would be those viewers from YouTube coming onto Twitch, which is what a lot of streamers do nowadays. They upload their stuff on YouTube so people can actually see it, since in that platform you will be more recognized than on Twitch, even though YouTube is even bigger. But it's because of the content. On Twitch, it's all streamers, while on YouTube, it's content creators. While on Twitch, right, you could last an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, or even four watching a streamer, or even more. It depends on like if you're really intrigued on watching that streamer, then you're obviously like taking 2 to 3 hours of your life watching a single person, just interacting with them, talking with them. But on YouTube, it's only you. If you're not watching any live streaming, it's 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, even 30 or an hour as well. But that's a video that you can pause. Let's say, for example, you have to do something. You can pause that video and come back at a different time. While on Twitch, you technically have to be there for the entire time so you don't miss anything from that streamer. Like you could be gone, like on YouTube, right? You just pause the video, move on with your day, and then come back to it when you don't have anything to do. But on Twitch, like you could be gone for 20 minutes and like something amazing could happen throughout that entire 20 minutes, but you weren't there to see it. Like they could have gotten rated with over 100 people. Like your favorite streamer could have gotten rated. Somebody could have given them a massive donation, but you weren't there to experience it. And in my opinion, that like obviously it's live streaming, so I understand, but like they gotta have another way that like that people could know who you are, like find out who you are, what you do, not by just random chance of you being live. They gotta add something else, like a story, at least like stories like Instagram does, or like YouTube does, where you could have a small clip, like a small 5 to 10 second clip of something funny that happens to you, or even your like while you're streaming. Have like a section where you could discover people by clips that is more reachable, not by like having to specifically click on a viewer, on a streamer, right? And then, click on the streamer, see if they're live. If they're not live, then watch a clip or two, then see if you're intrigued, if you want to watch that streamer on a different time. Like I've what's it called? I've watched other YouTube channels of people that are, either like massive streamers now, or smaller streamers, but that are more successful on YouTube because of what they do. So you see like people like Thaf9. He's a streamer and a YouTuber, but usually his YouTube videos do better, even though they're VODs of the stream, which, it kind of makes no sense, since you're just taking the actual VOD, editing it, and then, uploading it onto YouTube. But, he has more success on YouTube because you could just pause the video, come back to it at a different time, and then, you're good. But on Twitch, you have to, actually be dedicated to watch that person for hours on end. But you can't do that, especially with how hard it is for you to be discovered, and the obstacles that that people have to go through to actually watch that streamer. So, as I said, you have to watch, especially if that person is Twitch affiliate or even higher. They have to click on that streamer, obviously, which is obviously required, but usually they have to watch a 30-second or 20-second ad, and then they can watch that streamer. And sometimes, right, you could be having Wi-Fi issues, which make it even worse. You have to like watch the entire like 20 or 30-second ad while it's buffering, and then taking a couple more seconds to like load up the video, and it could be like 480, 280, or 140p, right? It's just, they gotta find a better way to actually be good at at what they're supposed to be best at, which is live streaming. But especially with how Twitch, and especially now the mods are like, in my opinion, it's not gonna be like recent, or now that it's gonna happen. It's gonna take a while, because of how like just how bad Twitch is with their whole entire like mod system. Not by, and what I mean by mod, I don't mean like when you go onto a streamer that they chose these moderators for their chat. I mean, Twitch support, which I'm pretty sure like once you reach Twitch partner, you get a personalized Twitch mod, so they can help you out through different issues that you have with Twitch. But like that's not everybody has that. It's only like Twitch partners and higher, which is still a lot of people. But to the people that are smaller, they don't get that opportunity. It's just the bigger streamers half of the time. So this is what I want to say all in all. Like Twitch, if like any Twitch mod, which probably won't happen, sees this, like you're probably not gonna take this to heart or like actually send this over to Twitch, because I'm just a 15-year-old talking random crap online and then uploading it onto YouTube. But in my opinion, if any higher Twitch staff is watching or is going to watch this, I feel like you guys don't care. Like, you guys only care about the bigger streamers and the people that actually give you that money. Especially, like people like Pokimane, people like Shroud, all those types of people, right? That those people are massive, and they get a lot of money from those streamers because of people donating, people sending bits, people sending subs, all those types of things, right? But when it comes to the smaller streamers, when they barely earn anything from them, they really don't care. Like, you see how protected some of the big streamers are, which is, like, in my opinion at least, it's not that, yeah, they're the biggest streamer, obviously. It's in my opinion, I feel like it's the people that are protecting that streamer, the mods, the Twitch mods that are there, are like usually there to protect that bigger streamer, even though they do something that's worse than the smaller streamer. So you've seen how there have been like bigger massive streamers that have like thrown cats, made their cats drink vodka, say something wrong, literally show porn on their stream, right? And the worst that could happen, maybe a timeout, right? Maybe a 24-hour ban. Maybe even like, I don't know, they can't stream for a week or something, right? But to the people that are smaller, you could accidentally show like, because I know that some people, like especially the viewers, like to send links in their chats if the person allows it, like if the streamer allows it, and they click on it, and it's, let's say for example, a pornography website. They will get insta banned for that if Twitch finds out about it. And there goes their entire career. There goes like all the things that they've built up, especially if they have a decently sized community, like that has, I don't know, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, even 10,000 like followers, and then have like a couple hundred, 200 viewers like daily every time they stream. That's a lot of people. Like, that's a good career that they could have made, lost over a what's it called, a mistake that they have made that wasn't their fault half of the time. Especially for like streamers that have links and then click them without checking what it is, and they just open the link on stream, and then it could be a pornography website, it could be like people killing themselves, stuff like that, that's messed up. And then you see people, you see the streamer accidentally like pull it up and then be like, oh my god, I did not mean to do that, it was a viewer that sent that, like, please don't ban me, and they still get banned because it wasn't, even though it wasn't their fault. But when you see the bigger streamers that, like, especially like something that happened with Pokimane, like a viewer, or they have like, she was saying how in her like, I think it was one of her moderators that like has a Google Docs file with a bunch of links, and then if you check the link, like supposedly somebody put in porn in it, right? And it was literally on her stream live. And what did Twitch do? Twitch did absolutely nothing. But then you see somebody else that's smaller, right? That could literally just have like a tank top on and it shows a little bit of cleavage, insta banned. It honestly makes no sense for like, I know that YouTube as well does that sometimes, but it's not as like big as Twitch. It's so obvious when you look at Twitch because they just like, especially since everybody is talking about it, especially on social media, they don't they literally see that somebody that's major make a mistake and they're just like, what just happened? I didn't know about this. And then when it's pretty clear that they know about it, they still don't do anything about it. And if they do, it's the actual streamer themselves begging to be banned, and then they give them like a 24-hour ban. I just don't understand. It makes no sense. Like, they gotta get themselves together, and like they gotta fix everything that they like, not everything at least, but at least make wrongs right. Especially, like the safety, like once I saw about the safety advisory council, that was one of the reasons actually why I wanted to make a podcast, was just talk about how I felt about that, but I didn't have anything to write about for like an hour, like for an hour long session, especially even if it was a recording originally. I wanted to talk about like how I felt about the whole situation with Twitch and how bad they are at like solving issues they themselves have made, you know and now that I have the opportunity to talk about it, even though it probably like a lot of people won't watch it, or won't know about, like won't know how I feel towards this, but like in my opinion, they gotta fix it. They, especially with the advisory council, and now with the rule that they put that, fun fact, so if you're anybody that's like trying to be a big streamer, or has a reputation on Twitch, right? Like that you don't want to damage. Yeah, don't say anything messed up out of Twitch, because Twitch made a rule that if let's say for example you're like a really good streamer, you're really nice, but let's say for example on Twitter you're shit talking people, right? You're saying, "Hey bro, go to hell" or something, right? Like, now with that new rule that they made, you not that you will, but there is a chance of you also getting banned on Twitch because of that new rule, that if you do something that hurts the reputation of Twitch from the outside, you will get banned for that as well. So I don't know, like, it's just, if you want to have a good reputation on Twitch at least and not get banned from something that you did, yeah, I would recommend, start removing those very sketchy tweets or Instagram posts that you have done. But after that, you'll be pretty much fine. Unless if you start shit talking, I don't know, Barack Obama, you will most likely get banned for that. And if he gets on the news and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about Twitch. And yeah. Uh Now I'm gonna take this time to announce different things, because uh I completely forgot to announce it at the start because I was going to do that. But yeah, I think after this episode is posted on YouTube, I once again forgot to put the link today, to, so people can actually watch the VODs, even though they could watch it on Twitch. But yeah, I have them on YouTube as well. But yeah, once I upload episode 4, I mean, episode 4, episode 2 of this podcast. I will start to try and upload it onto Spotify as well, or other platforms. You could recommend me any if you want in the chat. That would be very appreciated. Um, and probably it would probably be Spotify or SoundCloud, either or. Um, and yeah, as well, if you yourself want to, be on this as well, like be in this podcast, just send me a DM on Instagram or Twitter. It's literally right on the bottom left. Send me a DM. I could find out a time that we could do this. It would probably be a Friday, a Saturday, or a Sunday. And yeah, we could talk about whatever you want. It didn't have to be anything specific. And yeah, we could either interview you, we could talk about a specific subject that you want to talk about, that you're very knowledgeable in it, or yeah, it's whatever you want. Just send me a DM, and I will eventually as well create a Discord probably once I get like a couple more people watching the stream, or as well being subscribed as well on the channel. I will obviously start a Discord eventually. And yeah, it was it was nice to talk about Twitch for a little bit, and get things a little bit off my chest, even though I have a lot of other things. But yeah, if you have any recommendations as well for the next episode, because at this point I kind of don't know what to talk about. So yeah, send any ideas in the chat, or like in the chat, in a DM, in one of the what's it called, YouTube comments, anything like that. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next episode, or the next time I stream. Have a great day, everyone.